to the Democratic Party. You know what I'm getting really pissed off about? I'm getting really ticked off at every time they open their mouth about something pertaining to y'all, they seem right. My big issue is that I'm really, really sick and tired of every time I turn around finding something else that the Democrats have lied about or downplayed or misrepresented along the way.
You know what's funny, man? Out of all the people that suffer from TDS, I would have to say Stephen A. Smith is doing his best on his recovery, on his awakening from the propagandist machine that manipulated him, if that was the case. Me personally, I feel like Van Jones, Charlamagne the God, and Stephen A. Smith seen the shit in the writing on the wall, and they are now running to the center. You know, I still feel like they're a sellout, but if I had to choose one person that it feels authentic with, I would have to say, you know, it feels a little bit more authentic with Stephen A. Smith now waking up, or, you know, not even becoming a Republican, but now just seeing how far and crazy the left was. But today we have a video of Stephen A. Smith holding the Democrats and the Democratic Party accountable. Let's hop into it.
I want to get into some politics before we get on out of here, as we've now entered the final month of Joe Biden's presidency. And for the sake of argument, it hasn't been a good one. The Democrats lost the White House, Senate, and House in the November election. Meanwhile, this week, FBI Director Christopher Wray announced plans to resign at the end of the Biden administration as President-elect Donald Trump takes office in January. The news comes amidst a bombshell report from the Justice Department that revealed the FBI had at least 26 confidential informants on the ground when the Capitol was stormed on January 6, 2021. The report says most of the informants engaged in illegal activity during the chaos. The Justice Department says only 3 of its 26 informants present had been instructed to observe potential domestic terrorist suspects on the day of the riot. The rest of the 23 appeared to have gone to the Capitol on their own accord. Upon hearing news of the report, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance posted the following on X, quote, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago," end quote. So 23 folks for the FBI were in the crowd. And we're just finding that out. Didn't hear anything about that for the election. Didn't hear anything about that when the quote-unquote insurrection was broached by Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee, by President Biden before her, by Democrats in both the House and the Senate as they articulated the belief that Donald Trump was a danger to democracy and using this as a profound, illuminating bullet point to make that case. And now here we are yet again finding even more evidence to Donald Trump's claims when he articulated that the process is rigged, the Democrats are this or that, they're talking about us, but look at what they do. We don't know all the details. It's a report. Justice Department comes out with this. That's not my big issue. My big issue is that I'm really, really sick and tired of every time I turn around finding something else that the Democrats have lied about or downplayed or misrepresented along the way.
I mean, that's their MO. I mean, you know, I used to watch WWE back in the day. I think it was this guy named Eddie Guerrero. I lie, I cheat, I steal.
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. I lie! That's the whole Democratic Party MO. That's all they do. Lie, cheat, and steal, and manipulate and gaslight. That's them. So, I mean, I had said this once. And it's going to sound a little crazy, but I said, yo, bro, I could see why a lot of people relationships are not working. These people love to be gaslight. These people love to get gaslight. These people love to be manipulated. Because there's no way they don't want to go and look at the info themselves. It's no way they want to go look at black and white, bro. You know, at my job, they got this new contract coming out. And everybody's saying, oh, it's this certain percentage. I'm not going to say the percentage. It's this certain percentage they're going to give us a raise in contract. And I go and I say, well, where's that coming from? Can you show me that in black and white? Nobody could show me in black and white. I say, so what's going on here? So then I say, I'm going to dive into this thing myself. I go look at it, dive in, bro. I'm talking about, I don't want to say the number, a significant number of increase that we get in this raise, and everybody want to keep on saying this other number. And then I see where that other number is coming from, but that other number doesn't have nothing to do with the big raise that everybody getting. And they saying, hey, fight against this raise, fight against this raise. And I'm just like, bro, y'all, I see why y'all wanted to go vote for Biden. I see why y'all went and vote for Kamala Harris. But y'all love to goddamn follow fake news. Y'all love to be manipulated and gas. I see why y'all be coming in here, don't want to go home because y'all don't want to go home to y'all wife because y'all got manipulated and gaslight into a terrible relationship. All right, maybe that's a little too far. But I'm just like, bro, that's the whole Democratic MO. Eddie Guerrero. I hope I'm saying his name right. Lie, cheat, and steal.
I don't care if you don't like me. Everybody wants to fight me. Do you feel it, babe?
Here's the $1.5 billion that was given to the Democratic Party.
Where is that?
Where is it?
Huh?
Where the money go?
Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Just give me my money.
Why was Oprah given $2.5 million?
I don't know.
Why was Al Sharpton's National Action Network given that much money? Before interviews, by the way.
I don't know.
Why? I think it was $500K
Maybe manipulation.
for the National Action Network. Why?
Tell me.
I want to be clear. I don't have any problem with the National Action Network taking that money because they don't have a lot of money. I have more of a problem with Oprah taking $2.5 million when she's worth over $1 billion.
Come on with it.
But speaking to us as if her heart and soul was so immersed in supporting Kamala Harris. Well, then why didn't you do it for free?
Come on, man. We knew that shit was fake. All of those celebrities up there that was on that little screen that was up there, those was the same celebrities that was telling us to take the jibby jab. Those was especially Chris Rock. Chris Rock was talking about, I'm two times vax shotty.
Coming in, I'm vaccinated. I'm 2 shots rock. That's what they call me.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about.
He was saying, man, we already seen that shit blew up. And that all the information that they was giving us, telling us that if you take the jibby jab, you won't get it. You won't get the C-19. You gonna be okay.
If you're vaccinated, you don't have a risk. And that's the reason why we say it's as simple as black and white. You're vaccinated, you're safe. You're unvaccinated, you're at risk. Simple as that. I mean, I got infected about 2 weeks ago. It was my 3rd infection, and I had been vaccinated and boosted a total of 6 times.
And every time, what happened? These same people that are on the left that manipulated everybody to go get that jab was the same people trying to tell you to come vote for Kamala. But see, it didn't work this time. Because people remember, hey, you gaslight us then with this information. Hey, we can't just trust y'all gaslighters, y'all manipulators, y'all liars, y'all lie, y'all cheat, y'all steal. Eddie Guerrero. Same people.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking these things because I think it's important. And I think that the time has arrived where we have to stop letting stuff go all the time, particularly when it comes to the left. I mean, I see Republicans like Megyn Kelly or Officer Tatum or Candace Owens or, Deshaun Hannity's
Jeswick Fletcher. I mean, all of us.
world. You know what I'm getting tired of? You know what I'm getting to the Democratic Party? You know what I'm getting really pissed off about? I'm getting really ticked off at every time they open their mouth about something pertaining to y'all, they seem right.
Shit, I'm tired of being right too. This shit is exhausting. I mean, like, goddamn. These people, hey, I told you that January 6th was not what they said it was. There was a lot of funny fishing things going up there. It's a lot of people that wasn't even there that got locked up. It was a lot of people that was on the other side that got locked up. It was people that walked in after the riot that got locked up and facing 3 years. Not the people, we're not advocating for the people that actually incited violence and that actually did violent things against police. We're talking about, hey, it was innocent people there as well.
You don't know anything about these January 6 cases. You don't know why these people are in jail. You don't know that a man is in Brooklyn right now for 3 years without charge or trial. And when Donald Trump says these people have been held for too long, you say, no, Trump is wrong. Keep them locked up. That's fucking fascist. Dude, you've been sitting here with no knowledge of the specifics of some of these cases. There is a man in Brooklyn right now. I'm going to say it again. No charges whatsoever brought. And he's been in jail for 3 fucking years. For you to sit there and say it is good that he remains locked up is fascism. That is saying the hierarchical system of the courts and the government is just, and the process is all that matters. And I am saying perhaps 3 years is enough. Because I actually have moral logic and an understanding of these cases. Hence, my position on January 6th has always been the people who have attacked police must go to prison. But 3 years is a fucking long time for assault on an officer. We have seen people on the far left, notably when they were firebombing shit all across Minnesota, 33 people murdered. And how many criminal charges did we get for this? When they firebombed a police station and forced the police to evacuate. On May 29th, 2020, when thousands of far leftists firebombed the White House grounds and set fire to St. John's Church and injured 100 police officers, how many fucking people went to prison for 3 years? How many of them who never showed up on that day are in prison for 20 years? Enrique Tarrio wasn't even in D.C. on January 6th. And you are saying that man who his only crime was, quote, don't leave. That's his only crime. You think he should be in prison for 20 years because you're a fascist. You don't care what the facts are. You don't care if this is unjust. You only care that the machine state has decreed you are not to be locked up. And this is the problem I have with the left. They don't know the facts. They don't care about the facts. They view morality as a blanket government stroke of the pen, and every person, regardless of their crime, should be in prison for decades. I reject it outright. The people who fought cops should go to prison. They did. It's been 3 years. But when you've got people who are on misdemeanor charges for having walked into a building at 4 p.m. after the riot, and I know some of these people, they walked into a building for 2 minutes and walked out, and they got 18 months for that. I don't see you defending the innocent people who walked onto a public grass at a public building after a riot had been completed. You don't know. You don't care. You've taken a tribal position and people are suffering because of it. Now you say that Donald Trump saying the injustice that we've seen warrants commutation or pardons. You say that means he's advocating for violence. This is the ultimate problem. Then you cite a press release from Maryland saying, but the right's more violent. There is a distinction between a white supremacist as a right-wing group and a run-of-the-mill Christian conservative who showed up on that day not to protest. Let's talk about Brandon Strzok. He never went in the building. He was on the other side of the building. There was a permitted protest. He walked up the stairs and he was yelling. They put this guy in prison. There is Owen Schroyer, who was at a permitted rally, who was yelling death to communists. They put him in prison and specifically cited his speech. My dude, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's fine. I get it. We try to be polite. We try to be nice. But there are so many young liberals who sit here and say, the corporate press told me that these people are bad and the machine state government has decreed it by pen. So I don't care what crime they committed. I don't care what the jury said. I don't care who was on the jury. Enrique Tarrio, who was not there, should be in prison for 2 decades.
And those people are being locked up for 3 years now. Almost 4 years now. Why are we just saying, hey, it's okay, they was there, they get locked up? No. I mean, some people are going to say guilty by association, wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, like, I hear all that. But that's not cool when that's your cousin. Your cousin was just taking a stroll. It's not cool when your cousin wasn't there and they got locked up. I mean, I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of being right about the jab. I'm tired of being right about Kamala Harris. I'm tired of being right about Joe Biden. I wish I was wrong. I wish they wasn't doing all these evil Knievel things. But you know what? I'm going to continue to take my victory lap. It's okay.
I would love to argue with Sean Hannity. How can I? Do you know what Sean Hannity used to do to me when I told him Kamala Harris had a chance? He'd laugh. Like literally, genuinely giggle. He'd go on TV and put on a straight face to y'all. You gotta be concerned. This election could go either way. He laughed. He wasn't concerned about her. Before I called out Biden, he was calling Biden Sleepy Joe. What's percolating on social media today? Just go and look at it, y'all. Joe.
Hey, and you know what's funny though? These are the same people that lied to you and told you those were deep fake videos saying, hey, Sleepy Joe, no, that's AI. Joe Biden ain't falling asleep like that. Okay. Now we look. This man is on the world stage in Africa trying to catch his drool. Come on, bro.
Biden is caught napping at an African summit in Angola for at least a full minute. They didn't say whether he was snoring or not. That's about
funny.
all that was missing. But he was clearly asleep. I'm not going to pardon my son.
It's past his bedtime.
I want to state for the record, I have no problem with him pardoning Hunter Biden. I had a problem with him trying to act like it was unjust what was being done in pursuit of getting after my son because they wanted to get to me. All you had to say was, I'm pardoning my son because he's my son. You couldn't just say that, though. You know why you couldn't say that, President Biden? Because you had been telling us it was the last thing that you were going to do. And why did you say that? Why did Karine Jean-Pierre, remember how she said he will absolutely not pardon his son? It's all over social media right now.
Over and over
They kept
and
saying
over.
it. It's everywhere. How many times did the Democrats tell us no one's above the law? No one's above the law. No one's above the law. Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Elizabeth Warren, who makes you feel like your soul is going to hell if you don't agree with her. Inconsistency after inconsistency after inconsistency.
You know what that's called? Lie after lie after lie. Lie. I cheat. I steal. Remember, they was telling us the laptop from hell. I mean, it was fake, and that's just a right-wing conspiracy. Oh, my goodness. I mean, for the people that's keeping the score, it got to be 100-1. It got to be 100-0. Like, let me be fair. It got to be 100-0.5. Something. Can you come with something? Some type of truth? No. They told, and if you go read that book, The Laptop from Hell, I'm telling you, you would be surprised. I was banned, me personally, for sharing things in my DM. Like, I remember it was Trump versus Biden, and I was seeing the stuff that was coming out of that laptop. And I'm like, yo, this is sickening. Like, some of the stuff that I seen that was coming out of that laptop, you wouldn't even believe. If I was to say it now, you're going to say, nah, Fletch, you tripping. Bro, I'm going to just say it. I seen Joe Biden's son, and I hope they don't goddamn do something to this video, but shit, I'm going to say it anyway. I seen Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, effing Obama's daughter, using her credit card to goddamn snort up crack or cocaine. That was in the laptop. Yes. Yeah, I know it sounds conspiratorial. I know. But at this point, why not believe me? A lot of these people believe these gaslighting ass lefty lunatics. I'm just telling you what I see. I still got it in my phone. I made sure I saved that, but I shared it in my DM, and guess what? Instagram goddamn blocked me from going live. I got shadow banned, everything. It was crazy. I showed this girl, they took shit right off. But, I mean, go look at it for yourself. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to go find it, especially on X now, the way it is constructed. You can find anything.
We can argue policies. We can argue politics all day long. But the Democrats worked really, really diligently to make the case that the right had a monopoly on insidious, evil tendencies, corrupt tendencies, duplicitous, hypocritical, untruthful tendencies. And every time they made those accusations, we turn around and find out that at least some of them are guilty of the same shit.
Yo.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of all of it. They've actually made Donald Trump look like he was right instead of them.
Because he simply was, bro. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard. Come on, Steven. Come on over, bro. Come on over, bro. It's because he was right. And I'm not saying that everything Trump did was right, because I got videos in the tuck that I'm waiting to put out. There's things that I do not agree with Trump at all. But these are longer form of videos, and I'm going to break this shit down. It's coming soon. But majority of the things he's saying was right. And the Democratic Party, it wasn't that they was guilty of the same thing that he was doing. No, they were guilty, but pointing their finger at Trump, saying, no, Trump is doing that. This is what the right is doing the whole time. That's what they were doing. That's our whole MO, bro. They do something, they slap you, they hit you, and they say, oh, nah, it was Johnson. Johnson did that shit. No, it was the Democratic Party. It was the people on the left.
Think about that.
I'm thinking.
He didn't just get to raise his fist on election night as a victor. He's been raising it every night ever since for one different issue after another that he keeps winning because he keeps highlighting what they lied about.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I'm sick of it.
Me too.
I have nothing to say. Enjoy y'all weekend. I got to get to Vegas for the Emirates Cup semifinals in the National Basketball Association. And outside of that, I'm just sick of all of this.
Let's clap it up for my boy, Stephen A. Smith. I mean, I still think he run into the center, but out of everybody, he's seen the most genuine. It don't seem fake. I mean, he calling these people out. I'm here for it. I love it. You know, him being friends with Sean Hannity before the election and them being able to have these conversations and be able to be at different, but him to be able to hear him out. That's why I give Stephen A. Smith more grace than I gave Charlamagne the God, because Charlamagne the God know better. I know he do. That's why I give him more grace than I gave Van Jones, because Van Jones know better. I know they do. Stephen A. Smith, he would talk about it. He hear him. He disagree. He say, he come back. He say, you know what? I agree. That's why I'm giving this man grace. But you guys tell me what you think. I love to see it. I like this movement. I like how Stephen A. Smith got his own show on YouTube, because I feel like that ESPN train, I mean, I think is running his course. I think he got to spread his wings and fly a little bit. But you know what, man? I lied about I'm tired of being right. I love it. Hey, would y'all like, comment, subscribe? Remember, keep your head up, keep your nose clean. You say the world, you live forever. Peace.